Rebounded once again by Crumley and Dobyns-Bennett.
Down to 2:25 on the clock. Dobyns-Bennett in absolutely no hurry.
Looking for their shot as they try to work it inside to Browder. Browder going to go off his leg and going to go out of bounds. Goes over to Gate City.
Dean set to inbound. Dobyns-Bennett coming in with a four-man press here. They're going to try to trap Gate City. Now they're backing off a little bit. Starnes bringing the ball down the court, looking for the open man.
Starnes will drive. He goes inside, kicks back up top to Bradley Dean, who gets it over to Compton. Compton again with a season high 25 here. Gets it over to Eli Starnes in the corner. He's going to try to drive inside. It's going to be up, and shot is going to be knocked away. And they're going to get John Sally with a foul.
It's going to be 4 on Sally, and that really didn't need to happen. He was behind. He thought he could reach in and pop it loose, I think, and caught him on the arm instead. 5
team fouls. We've been stuck at 42-40 for a little bit. So
under 2 minutes to go. Going to need to start keeping an eye on this clock.
Relaford brings the ball up for Dobyns-Bennett. Being guarded by Bradley Dean once again. Tries to get a step. It goes around. Kicks it back up top. That's going to go to Hale. Shots up. No good. Rebounded. Great hustle by Crumley of Dobyns-Bennett. They're starting to... Dobyns-Bennett starting to have a little bit more edge on the glass than Gate City here in the fourth quarter. They're trying to work the ball around. Relaford's got the basketball and looked like he drug that foot, but no call on that. Got the basketball to Crumley. Crumley being guarded by Luke Reed at the top of the key. 110, 109, 108. Clock continues to run. They're looking for the shot. Shot's going to be up and no good. Rebounded inside. It's going to be Gate City.
They're calling a foul on someone, and things are getting a little intense. They've pulled Sally off.
Again, Whitson and Reed, there has been some conversations the last couple times down the court.
Well, the two have identical personalities. Right. I'll leave it at that.
And Reed wasn't in that scrum, but there was Sally. And, of course, Sally, as we talked about, they're going to say that's going to be 5 on John Sally.
They're going to, I guess, get both of them with it.
So
that's going to take some height away for Gate City.
Sally comes out. David George will come in. And it will stay with Dobyns-Bennett, more importantly.
I think what happened there, Sally came down trying to rebound, and Dobyns-Bennett attempted to grab the ball also, and Sally kind of started swinging his elbows at that point, trying to clear them out.
Now this is a little more heated. Again, last year after Dobyns-Bennett gave Gate City a dose of it in the Arby's, I know there were some things that was said back and forth, and of course when this game was scheduled, things were
what
said
was that
as well.
Amanda and I were saying about it being a friendly, respectful rivalry?
Well, that was in the girls' game, not the boys' game.
Well, it has been for 3 quarters.
Well, it has been. But again, things are starting to bubble up a little bit here. Again, of course, two teams, they're playing, both teams lights out defensively, intense. You have to say, win, lose, or draw, however this thing ends, Gate City and Dobyns-Bennett has really showed that they're very good defensive teams.
I'm glad this is not a one and done this season. We get to see this again.
Yep. Again, that ball game will be played on a Saturday night in Gate City. That's on January the 11th. Of course, that will be the bookend. We'll be at Ridgeview that Friday night. Drive home, go to bed, get back up, and go to probably Gate City at that point.
I'd say there'll be people pitching their tents after the Ridgeview game just to go ahead and get in line, because I got a feeling that gym will be full.
It will be a packed house for sure. And again, we will have live coverage of it. 57 seconds left. Gate City leads by 2. Dobyns-Bennett will inbound the basketball. Almost a 5-second call as he steps back. As Dobyns-Bennett had got the ball, stepped over the midline, went back. The fans are going crazy.
The referee specifically shaking his head no. I don't know. He did. He stepped across the line.
That was a bad one. So Relaford with the basketball He's looking for his shot. Chris, this has the makings of another three-pointer.
30 seconds to go. Relaford drives in.
And they're
going to call.
They're going to call
a charge on Relaford.
Charge on Relaford. Reed
was about to have a stroke if it was not.
Wow. Relaford, again, Chris, we mentioned they could have called this back and forth all night with charges, and Reed was set.
Well, they started off calling it really tight. Then they loosened up the second and third quarter, and now they've tightened it back up again with the score being tight.
Well, I believe you're.
This is fun.
This is a lot of fun. 42-40. 2 timeouts left for Gate City. 1 for Dobyns-Bennett. Dobyns-Bennett with 5 team fouls. Gate City with 6. Gate City will inbound the basketball. They'll have the whole court to go as. Wow. Of course, and you can't fault the officials, but of course that was about.
That was pretty blatant.
he caught the ball.
It's been a well-refereed game, I thought. That was a little questionable, though. I'm not sure if the ref just wasn't paying attention. I mean, you're not always going to see them all, but yeah, he missed that one. He just missed it.
But anyway. You can't cry for spilled milk at this point. 42-40.
Well, it did kind of work out, though. I mean, Gacy's got the ball.
And they did get a foul on Relaford, which will be his third, which I don't know if we'll be going to extra or not, extra basketball, but, of course, that may be something that plays well for Gate City if they do get another foul on him. As Bradley Dean will inbound the basketball for Gate City. They get it to Eli Starnes. Starnes has the basketball. He does get it up over the midline as
Starnes lost the ball very quickly. Coach Vermillion quick to call a timeout before Starnes could completely lose control. So Gay City maintains possession now. 22 seconds on the clock.
So, Chris, you said we would be out of here by about...
Well, I said let's see how long that 2 minutes took. It's been 10 minutes so far.
So far, 1 timeout for each team left. Next foul on Dobyns-Bennett will put Gate City on the line, shooting 1-1.
And that could be huge here. If Gate City can make some good passes and burn the clock and force Dobyns-Bennett to foul them.
Of course, you got a guy like Bradley Dean, very, very good from the line. Eli Starnes is a good foul shooter as well. And let's see, John Compton, of course, this has been his night so far. He'll be out on the court as well. So Eli Starnes will inbound the basketball. You've got Starnes, Reed, George, Compton, and Dean. That is going to be the players that's on court for Gate City, as there's going to be a quick foul. It's going to go against number 22, Caleb Crumley.
That's going to be 4 on Crumley now. It's going to be 7 total.
Yep, it's going to be 6.
6 total. 6
so
total. They hadn't updated the score. That's what I get for looking at the scoreboard, not my own book.
6 fouls on each team, so we'll be shooting bonus the rest of the way. Gets the ball inside to Reed. Reed with the basketball, kicks it up top to Compton. Compton over to David George, who is fouled.
Reed had an easy look there for a layup. I'm sure Coach told him to pass the ball until they're fouled.
That's going to be 5 on Crumley, and he will exit the game.
Ooh, I almost wish Reed would have just laid that in. He was right under the goal, but he followed the play. You could tell he immediately looked to pass it back out.
42-40, 13 seconds left. David George on the line for the Blue Devils.
How big are these free throws?
Shooting a 1-on-1. Shots up. Shots no good. Rims out. Dobyns-Bennett with the basketball. And Dobyns-Bennett will use their final timeout. That's going to be a full one. We'll take it with them to be the last one of the night. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
The Big Blue Boosters are a group of dedicated individuals with the help of school administrators whose mission is to enrich the Gate City athletic community by providing financial support for athletic programs by funding areas of need that are not covered by the school. In addition to financial support, the Big Blue Boosters recognizes participation in high school programs benefits everyone and promotes opportunities to build and strengthen relationships among all those involved, including the student body, coaches, teaching staff, parents, and the community. They strive to support athletic and academic excellence, create a winning school spirit, promote team unity, and maintain the history and tradition of the excellence for all student athletes at Gate City High School. Please support them and follow them on Facebook and Twitter.
All right, so we're back here live. 12 seconds left. Dobyns-Bennett will inbound the basketball. Down 42-40. It's a good thing Scott County Schools are on a 2-hour delay tomorrow. Wouldn't you like to be here at Kingsport City Schools?
Actually, I hate a delay schedule. It just gets everybody off sync.
42-40. Gate City will pick up some pressure here with 10 seconds left. Here comes Relaford. Relaford's got the ball. He's got it to Whitson. Relaford sort of dribbled it. He's going to shoot it from 3. Shots up, and it's going to be an air ball. No good, and there's going to be a foul on the play.
They're signaling Gate City ball, I think.
Yep. Compton had the basketball. He was fouled by Whitson.
1.0 on the clock. Barring something very unforeseen, Gate City's going to escape out of the Buck Van Huss Dome with the win. That foul goes against Zane Whitson. That's his third.
All Gate City, everybody's back. They're back there with Relaford. Compton shots up, and it's no good. Whitson.
And that's your ball game.
Gate City comes to the Buck Van Huss Dome and takes out Dobyns-Bennett 42-40 in a defensive classic between these two teams.
Gate City scored all of 4 points in the fourth quarter.
A defensive struggle, to say the least. We'll be back on the James River Advisors postgame show. Talk about this great Gate City win, and we'll get you ready for Sullivan East on Saturday. 42-40. You've been listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. We'll be back in about 60 seconds.
James River Advisory, Inc. is a registered investment advisor. Information presented is for educational purposes only and not intended for the offer, solicitation, or sale or purchase of securities, investments, or investment strategies. Investments do involve risk, unless otherwise stated, is not guaranteed. Be sure to first consult with your qualified financial advisor or tax professional before implementing any strategy therein. Past performance is not indicative of future performances. A proud supporter of local athletics, the law office of Jesse Walker McMurray is a local firm dedicated to serving the people of Southwest Virginia and specializing in real estate, wills, trust, and estate planning. Contact Jesse McMurray at 276-690-0773. That's 276-690-0773. They are located in downtown Gate City across from the courthouse at 191 West Jackson Street, Suite 301.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
All right, we are back here live from Dobyns-Bennett. Big win for the Blue Devils. They bounce back from the loss at Daniel Boone to pick up the 42-40 victory over the Indians. Chris, what do you got stat-wise?
Okay, for Gate City, Bradley Dean with 7 points. Dobyns-Bennett did do a really good job of containing Dean tonight. Yep. Unfortunately for DB, though, John Compton answered the call. He had 21. Luke Reed with 6, Eli Starnes with 2, Andrew Hensley with 2, Matthew Ghost with 2. On the defensive end of things, we had Bradley Dean with 1 rebound and 1 steal. Luke Reed, 6 rebounds, 2 steals. Actually, we're going to make that 7. I forgot to score that last one there on him. 7 rebounds, 2 steals. 2 rebounds for Starnes, 2 rebounds and a steal for Compton, 3 rebounds for Hensley, a rebound and a steal for George, 3 rebounds and a steal for Sally, 3 rebounds and a steal for Ghost. That puts you at 21 total rebounds compared to 22 total for Dobyns-Bennett. Gate City had 7 total steals. DB had 6. Defensive stats dead even. the score was basically dead even.
You know, that's